we're here today to introduce you to some prickly pear cactus. There's a bunch of different ways you can use it, and we're going to see how these crossroads have melded into Central Texas. And how are we going to use them today?
Well, we're going to use them in my favorite way first. So there's two things. I love entertaining. You know I love entertaining. And one of my favorite things to have is a margarita. So of course, we're gonna try a prickly pear margarita in this house, and we're gonna make some amazing salsa, because what's a margarita without some salsa? And we're gonna be using the prickly pear cactus to do it, all different parts of it.
So we're going to talk a little bit about the prickly pear cactus today. It's very prevalent in our landscape all over Central Texas. One of the cool things is if you hunt it on your own, there are going to be a lot of prickles.
And I do have a couple of them in my backyard.
So
this one's pretty safe.
You have to be careful when you're hunting them yourselves. Or you can go to your local Mexican grocery store and some of your finer grocery stores where they'll have them already done for you. And then here's your fruit, your prickly pear fruit. And in the fall, in September, it'll turn this very vibrant color.
Similar to Christine's jacket here. It's
Very
beautiful.
So we're gonna do a couple dishes. So let's get started.
So we're gonna start off with my favorite, which is of course a margarita, and then we'll get on with the salsa next. So the base of every margarita, as you and I know, is a tequila. For this particular instance, we're actually going to be using Soto. All right, so let's see what we're gonna do here, guys. We are going to do 1 ounce of each part here. And oh my gosh, I also forgot we've got tagine. So we are going to, instead of using salt, we're gonna be using this. So it's gonna be perfect. So let's get that prepped for this. Let's see here. So we're gonna use some lime juice.
You do that and I'll ring them up for you.
1 ounce of that, easy on the pour.
Easy, easy nut.
We can go a little less easy on the Soto. All right, let's get some Cointreau in there. We gotta get some orange liqueur. It really lightens it up for us. I'm a margarita connoisseur, so take it from me. It's 1 ounce of that. All right, so let's go on here with the Soto. Tequila's crazy little sister, in my instance, or in our instance, right?
Correct.
All right, so here we go. So I'm gonna flip this over for the 2 ounce pour. All right, all right. A little spillage never hurt anyone. Pour that in there.
Smells good.
Yeah.
It's a very pretty bottle. So
Super beautiful.
glad to be using that today. Okay, now we're gonna add the agave, right?
Yeah. So we're gonna gentle pour that in. There we go.
That
Nice,
works.
easy.
So
Stir
let's
it up
clean
just
up on
a
that
little bit.
jigger.
Yeah. All right, so
And the piece de resistance.
this is what we need. Beautiful pink when it is in season with the beautiful pink flowers on it. Now this is the easy way to do this. You can't pick this up at a specialty store. This is 99% juice. So tasty.
Yeah. And it has a lot of health benefits when you start reading about the history of why
it's beautiful.
the indigenous people were using it for medicinal as well as tasty.
High in vitamin C, tastes great, and it's all natural fruit, so chin chin. I don't know if you can see how beautiful and pink this is. It's so nice. Let's give it a little bit, dollop. There we go.
There we go.
All right.
And if you want to hand me that lime juice, I'll pour some of that in here and we'll get
Perfect.
these glasses all figured out. So it'll stick on there.
Yeah.
Get our rims going. Maybe put just a little too much.
I don't know, maybe in one of your jobs. That's perfect. You were a bartender in a past
I
life.
haven't done that yet, but it might be in my future. Okay, I'm going to pour a little ice in there. We've got some ice, and then we're going to shake her up.
All right.
Now you say this is your favorite part, right?
This is my favorite part, so we're gonna shake it up. Get my arm workout in here. Oh, that looks good. That looks so good. All right, let's get some of this out on it. Wow. Wow. We are gonna enjoy this. And this is just one of my favorite ways to prepare the prickly pear cactus.
Thank you, ma'am.
Next, we'll get into this, but we'll take a cheers first.
Cheers.
That's very good.
I could do that.
All right, so now that we are sufficiently sauced on some prickly pear margaritas, let's get into the salsa, Christine.
Sounds great. Sounds great. If you're picking these from the wild, you'll need protective gear, gloves, tongs to pull things off. Be really safe when you're doing it. But we went to the grocery store and they did all the hard work for us. So they've taken all of those blades and everything off. We're gonna jump ahead and we're gonna take those prickly pears and we're gonna actually dice them up. There's a bunch of different ways you can buy them in the store, and if you really don't even want to take the time for the fresh ones, they even have canned jars for you can pick up and use.
That's how popular this salsa is.
Yes.
And dishes that use the prickly pear cactus, as well as the paddles, which is sometimes called the tuna. But for the nopales salsa that we're gonna make, we are definitely gonna need the paddle to be chopped up, as well as some bell peppers, onions, cilantro, and some lime.
Sure.
But the pièce de résistance is, don't forget your grapeseed oil. It's gonna bind everything together and make a very tasty snack.
Absolutely.
Once or before you've had your margarita.
Absolutely. So let's get started. We've chopped up some of these and we're just gonna put them right into the bowl. So I'm just gonna grab here and dump. I'm all about the easy.
Yes.
And let you mix some of that up.
Don't be afraid to dig right in.
And we've got a little bit of jalapeno in there as well, because
this is Texas and we like spice.
That's what we do. So I'm gonna toss a little more in there and let me get some of the nice
smelling so fragrant.
cilantro chopped up. If the stems are soft, you can go ahead and go right into the stems. You just have to look and see what season. We're starting to get a little to the end of our season here.
Look at all that color, so beautiful.
Yeah. And then, our bowl might be not big enough.
Magic. Well, you know what? That's what hands are for, right? So we're gonna do some hand mixing today.
And we've got a little squeezer here. Some people like to hand squeeze it. I like a little extra oomph.
Yes.
So we're just gonna do that.
Beautiful.
I'm gonna do one more.
Awesome sauce.
And then we'll put probably a tablespoon or two of that grapeseed oil in. To make that. I will tell you that the paddles have a taste of a little bit of asparagus between a green bean, and it does have a little goo like an okra when you're working with okra. So just be aware of that when you're going into it. It hasn't gone bad. And we do have some finished stuff there, but we got some good finished here.
Yes.
You're just gonna pair it with your favorite chips or anything. You wanna do the oil?
Yeah, let's get that in there.
And there we go.
That's right. Just pour until your heart says stop.
And that's just a nice light oil to put on that. And there you have it. You have
Binds it all together.
Your salsa.
Got the salsa. We've got some chips here.
We're gonna dig in.
Let's see how we did.
Cheers.
Cheers indeed.
You can see the little goo.
That's good. Oh, I got jalapeno in there too. Nice little kick. One of my favorite things to do is cook with my boys. I have 3 adorable curly-haired little boys, and we live on 3 acres. So, of course, we have chickens. 33 chickens. I know, that's a lot. But we get beautiful eggs from those chickens, and we can use them in one of our favorite weekend meals, which is French toast.
Perfect.
And because we are highlighting the prickly pear cactus, we're gonna make some compote with that prickly pear cactus juice. We're gonna use some strawberries, which I love. It's gonna give it a little bit of a ting.
Okay.
But this is the finished product here. Traditional way of making French toast, guys. It's not difficult. Some eggs, some milk, some cinnamon sugar, add some agave if you want a little bit of sweetness to that as well. Then you dump that brioche slice right in there, pan, fry it. Then you can place it on a plate here, as you see we have already done. And we've got this beautiful strawberry prickly pear compote. Now that compote, we do have to cook it to make it. So we're gonna take some strawberries and we are going to cook them down a little bit with this delicious 99.6%.
This juice and about a quarter cup of sugar.
Of course, don't forget the sugar. Thank you, Christine.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit of sugar, but it's gonna make a lovely compote, and then you can put some chantilly or some whipped cream on top of that to finish it off.
And that's French toast. So we've got prickly
French
pear,
toast.
strawberry, French
Yes.
toast. Texas toast with a twist.
That's right. That's
Sounds
right.
fantastic. Now I need to dig in.
We should. This is delicious.
Thanks for joining us, guys. Now back to you.